welcome to Spotlight on Middlesex County, where we share the latest news on events, services, and programs throughout the county. I'm your host, Middlesex County Board of County Commissioners Director Ron Rios, and I'm glad that you could join me. In this episode, we'll talk with Carol Tomaszewicz, Principal Planner in the Division of Solid Waste Management within the Department of Public Safety and Health, and visit the County Recycling Center. We'll also hear from Jennifer Apostle, Director of Replenish, about the important work Replenish does every day. And we'll learn what the best buy date actually means for most foods and how we can all reduce food waste and help our neighbors by donating to Replenish.
So our division handles a lot of items at once. As I said, it is a very interesting place to work because we are always doing something different. So I like to divide our division's activities into 3 different project areas. The first is planning. So we are responsible for the Middlesex County Solid Waste Management Plan and its updates. We also manage the Middlesex County Solid Waste Advisory Council, who is a great group of people from municipalities, from businesses that work with recycling and solid waste, and they meet on a monthly basis and provide advice to the Board of County Commissioners. We are also responsible for being the liaison between the State Department of Environmental Protection and our municipal recycling coordinators and public works staff. So that means we provide information from the state to the towns, whether it be changes to recycling regulations or state laws, and we also provide a lot of assistance to the towns in running their recycling programs.
So here we are at the East Brunswick Recycling Center. This location acts as one of 10 different drop-off sites where residents can bring paint and paint-related products for year-round proper disposal. Middlesex County residents also have the opportunity to drop off used cooking oil at one of 5 different locations. And this is a location where Middlesex County residents can drop off tires for recycling. You can drop off 4 tires per month per household at 4 different locations throughout the county.
So the Recycle Coach app is a great tool that has been purchased by the State of New Jersey Department of Environmental Protection for use by all counties and municipalities. They purchased that for us about 3 years ago, and it is a fantastic tool to give you reminders about when your recycling pickup is going to be. We include in the app all of our information as to when our household hazardous waste days and paint programs and paper shred events are. The other great thing about the app is it provides information and education as to what to do with certain materials. So say you have latex paint. I'm not sure what I should do with my latex paint can. There's a tool called What Goes Where. You type in the item, and there are I think more than 1,000 items in there that you can type in, and it will tell you where to take that item. So our Get Food Smart campaign is our newest campaign, and it is a way to teach residents and businesses how to reduce the amount of food waste that we're throwing away. We throw away an average of 500 pounds per person of food waste each year, each Middlesex County resident. So we definitely want to reduce that number. So in late 2020, we had been talking with the folks from Replenish about our shared interest in reducing food waste. They would like to see food directed to their food bank rather than have residents throw it away. And we are all concerned about the amount of food that we throw away. So in early 2021, both of our offices were part of the New Jersey Climate Change Alliance's Organics Work Group. And out of that work group, a report was issued. It's called the Sustainable Organics Materials Management Plan. And it identified 17 areas of interest that we should be focusing on in order to reduce our food waste. And it was a great opportunity because it brought together across the state of New Jersey those of us on the solid waste and recycling side with those folks on the feeding hungry people side. And it gave us a great opportunity to get together and talk about ways that we can reduce food waste. So we have been working towards that just recently. We have done some social media, and we have plans to do a little bit more of that this year. But the goal is to give residents actionable ways to reduce their food waste. So it is meal planning. Don't go to the supermarket if you don't know what you're going to be cooking for the next week, because how often do we all buy something and then we don't use it because we didn't meal plan? So it's easy, have a board on your kitchen wall and write down what you're going to cook for the week, and that way you know what you need to buy. Don't buy in bulk if you're not going to eat it. Cereal is one of those items that I've made that mistake. I've bought a huge box of cereal, and then halfway through it, nobody's eating it anymore, and you're throwing away all of that food. Vegetables and fruits, make sure that you have a plan for them before you buy them, because they will go bad sooner than anything else. Leftover nights, plan a leftover night. And it's easy because you don't have to cook again. So look at what you have. We make sure in our family we plan one leftover night a week. We make a couple of meals, and then Thursday night tends to be leftover night. We need to eat the leftovers, or they're being thrown away. Again, food dating labels. Look at your food labels, but food labels are best by an indication of quality, not an indication that you have to throw the item away. So that's a ways to reduce. Reuse food. So if you bought 20 cans of Campbell's soup and your family decides after the first 2 cans that they don't want to eat them again, certainly donate those items to a food pantry. If you're at a business, establish a shared table. Maybe you bought something and you decided you didn't like it. Bring it into the office, see if somebody else will have it. And we're also hoping that schools will do the same thing with school lunches. So that's certain ways that you can reuse your food instead of throwing it away. So Replenish and our office have collaborated in the past. We actually have food donation boxes at our household hazardous waste and shred events. So if a resident is coming through, we have on the bottom of our flyers, please bring an item for donation, and we provide the food that we collect in those boxes back to the Replenish folks. And we actually share a warehouse space currently with Replenish, so we've worked together on a few things. We have an exciting lineup of events scheduled for 2023 here in Middlesex County, available to residents. We are holding 5 household hazardous waste events, 12 paper shredding events, and then our paint, tire, and cooking oil programs. The drop-offs run all year long. So those are available every week. The best place to check for our recycling events is either our webpage, which is www.middlesexcountynj.gov/recycle, and that will link you to a list of all of our events, or download the Recycle Coach app, because all of our events and drop-off programs are listed and available in that app.
Wow, this is expired.
Hey, why are you tossing that?
Because it's expired.
It's expired, but it's still good to eat. I know just where to send this.
The annual Middlesex County Business Summit, the county's premier business and networking event, will feature Stephanie Rule, host of MSNBC's The 11th Hour and a senior business analyst for NBC News, as the keynote speaker. This year's theme, The Future Belongs to Those Who Build It, expands on the county's deep legacy as a cutting-edge life sciences hub. Attendees will hear firsthand from an influential lineup of speakers who are forging the path forward and creating the products, services, and jobs that enhance our lives and our communities. Join the Middlesex County Board of County Commissioners and our thriving business community for this exciting event on Tuesday, September 26th at the New Brunswick Performing Arts Center. Visit middlesexcountynj.gov/business summit to register today.
Food insecurity, or not having access to enough healthy, nutritious food to live a healthy, active lifestyle, impacts more than 34 million Americans, and 9 million of them are children. Here in Middlesex County, over 60,000 of our residents are considered to be food insecure, with 13,000 of them considered to be children. Replenish's mission is to ensure that all of our residents have access to all the food and necessities that they need, and we do that by supporting our network of over 160 food pantries, soup kitchens, and social service agencies in all 25 towns in Middlesex County. In addition to providing food, both shelf-stable, fresh produce, dairy, meats, personal care items, and household items, we also ensure that our pantries and the residents have access to essential information and support for information pertaining to housing, rental and utility assistance, health clinics, job fairs, and family events. We're going to take a walk out to the warehouse now so we can give you a sneak peek behind the scenes about how Replenish operates. So this is the Replenish warehouse, where we receive and distribute all kinds of food on a daily basis. We get donations from Community Food Bank of New Jersey, from retailers, wholesalers, distributors, truckers, and individuals, businesses, schools, civic groups, and organizations hosting food drives. And we even get fresh produce, locally grown, from our partners at Rose for the Hungry here at Davidson Mill Pond Park. So here at Replenish, we distribute food Tuesday through Friday to all of our partner agencies, including the food pantries, soup kitchens, and social service agencies. They're welcome to come here every morning. This is the staging area where our staff has all the food items that we're going to give out any given day. It gets loaded up on carts to go outside to be distributed to our pantries. In addition to that, we have lots of food items that we pre-stage outside under the tent for our pantries to help themselves to whatever they'd like. So over here, up in the racks, you can see we have palletized product that has come in from either wholesalers, distributors, or truckers, or it's food that we've purchased through our nonprofit partner, Feeding Middlesex County. In the green bins, you can see those are the food items that we receive through food drives, through schools, businesses, libraries, or through civic organizations that hold food drives for us. So here you can see we have our storage of personal care and hygiene items, baby items and diapers and wipes, and household items like toilet paper, paper towels, and paper plates. And these items are in much shorter supply, but in very high demand. So we're always looking for donations of these types of items. As we walk back here, this is where all of the food drive donations are stored, and our volunteers will sort the items by category, and then there's a bagging process where they are prepared for distribution to our partners. So best by, use by, and sell by are not expiration dates. They are freshness guidelines set by manufacturers to move product. The only items that are regulated by the state include shellfish, dairy, and baby formula. So those are the only items that you need to adhere to the product date. All the other items are packaged and processed and microbiologically safe to be consumed far beyond the date stamped on the item. I feel so very blessed to be a part of Replenish. Our team here, I have a wonderful staff to work with. The many volunteers from all the food pantries that we partner with, it's a blessing to be involved with this work and to know that we are truly making a difference in so many people's lives just by making sure that they have access to their most basic needs and freeing up resources for other things that they need to lead a happy, healthy lifestyle. Our staff has just come back to the warehouse with some great donations from some of our partners out in the community, from our libraries and businesses that have collected for us. This is definitely still good, and I know somebody that can make something delicious with it.
Tuesday, November 7th is Election Day. Don't miss your chance to make your voice heard. Visit middlesexcountynj.gov/vote for more information about how, when, and where to vote in this year's election.
Thank you, Jennifer. I'm gonna be able to cook so much with this. Hi, everybody. My name is Chef Carolina. I'm the host of Share Your Foodways. I'm also a community organizer, and I'm here today from the warehouse of Replenish to show you how to cook with this can of corn. We're going to do many different dishes, and we're going to learn how to use the stuff that you get in Replenish and on the food banks and food pantries. So I'm looking forward to teach you, to learn with you, and to taste new flavors. So stay tuned. We're going to cook and learn with the can of corn.
Hello, welcome back. We're going to do all you have at home soup. Very simple, and of course, we're gonna have our king the corn for today. We're going to start with a very basic base. Remember, when you have garlic, onions, and oil, that's the base for all the food that you wanna cook. You have a guarantee that if you start like that, you'll be able to cook any dish you want. So we're going to start with that. We're gonna add a little bit of olive oil. We're gonna let it heat up a bit. And then I prefer to use white onions when I make soup. It's less intense, so it's better in a way. So we're gonna add our white onions. Gonna mix them a bit, just to make sure that they get golden brown, but we don't want to burn them. Remember, we need olive oil, onions. Now we're gonna add our garlic and our jalapenos. We're gonna let it cook until it gets golden brown. Until this is happening, I'm going to show you the rest of the ingredients that we're going to have. We have lentils, tomato paste, green peas, corn, potatoes, mixed vegetables, and crushed tomatoes. All of these are from the can, right? So we're gonna keep checking our mix. When you notice that it's getting golden brown, that's when you're gonna add your tomato paste. Remember, this base you can also use to do a stew, okay? My point is to show you that cooking is a very basic skill. If you start like this, you'll be able to cook different stuff. We're gonna keep mixing until you have that consistency. You're gonna add some salt and pepper to your mix. This is how you want it to look, right? It's golden brown. Now we're gonna add our water. We're gonna let it boil, and after that we'll add our cooked vegetables. You gotta remember, the stuff that you use in the cans is already cooked. That's why we have to wait until the water from the soup is boiling to add our other vegetables. Okay, so see you in a minute. Now the soup is boiling, so we're going to get ready. Ooh, you see the steam? Now we're going to get ready to add our ingredients for the cans. So we're going to stir it up a bit. We're going to add our crushed tomatoes. Our mixed vegetables, which is potatoes, green beans, peas. So we're going to add them up. Make sure you take every ingredient in there. We have sliced potatoes. the corn. We have the sweet peas. And lentils. We're gonna mix it all together. This is the perfect time to check the flavors, to taste it, correct it if you need to add some more salt and pepper. We are gonna add a little bit more. And we're gonna add our chopped parsley, using Italian parsley for this one. So we have it here. We're going to stir it up one more time. We're gonna let it boil for like 5 more minutes and then we'll be ready to serve. The food is ready. Now we're gonna open the soup. And remember, it boiled for 5 minutes and now we're ready to serve. And as you can see, we use all the ingredients from the cans. We use the corn, tomatoes and garlic and onions, and we were able to do a delicious soup. Remember, if you don't know how to use this, you can learn with us watching our videos. And also, if you don't want to use the cans, please don't forget to donate them somewhere, giving it to somebody else, and try to reuse it. We all can benefit to using cans and try to eat healthy, and these delicious recipes can be done with that.
Wow, that all looks delicious, Carolina, and easy enough for anyone to whip up at home. A big thanks to Share Your Foodways. And thank you again to Carol Tomaszewicz, everyone in the Division of Solid Waste Management, and the team at the County Recycling Center. My thanks as well to Jennifer Apostle and everyone from Replenish. That's everything we have for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, more information about the topics we discussed today can be found on our website at middlesexcountynj.gov. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next time with another episode of Spotlight on Middlesex County.